Now to the latest on the migrant crisis. President Biden reportedly considering executive actions that would block migrants from seeking asylum at the border.
Fox 8's Morgan Mackay joins us live from outside the Roosevelt Hotel with how local leaders are reacting to these new reports. Morgan.
Steve and Natasha, this is big news for cities like New York that have had to manage this migrant crisis mostly on its own without any federal assistance. But this news is also receiving pushback from progressives and immigration advocates.
Over 178,000 migrants have come to New York City.
That is the number of migrants who have come to New York City since the spring of 2022. Deputy Mayor Ann Williams Isom says that the city is still currently caring for around 65,000 migrants, so they are looking to make additional 10% cuts to migrant services on top of the previous 20% cuts to services they made earlier this year.
Sometimes people want sandwiches in the afternoon. Maybe you don't need a hot meal.
This comes as President Joe Biden is reportedly considering taking executive action that would block migrants from seeking asylum if they enter the United States illegally between ports of entry. Governor Kathy Hochul at a summit in D.C. hosted by Politico blamed House Republicans for killing a bipartisan border deal in the Senate that would have freed up tens of billions of dollars in aid to deal with the migrant crisis. But Hochul said in light of inaction by Congress, Biden had to step up.
To think that a state like New York or even the United States of America can house everybody who wants to come because of economic circumstances really creates a problem for us.
This executive action, if implemented, would almost certainly face lawsuits and is similar to action taken by former President Donald Trump. Progressives and immigration advocates are pushing back on these possible measures. Bronx Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez wrote on Twitter, quote, "Doing Trump impressions isn't how we beat Trump. Seeking asylum is a legal right of all people. In the face of authoritarian threats, we should not buckle on our principles. We should commit to them. The mere suggestion is outrageous, and the president should refuse to sign it." But some critics say this means that the president always had the power to deal with the migrant crisis, but chose to wait. We asked the deputy mayor if this is frustrating, considering how long city officials have been pleading for help from the federal government.
It's not up for me to be frustrated. The truth is that New Yorkers should never have been having to deal with a national crisis on their own.
Now, City Hall says that fewer migrants have been arriving to the city recently. In just the last week, around 1,300 migrants arrived. This compared to the around 4,000 that were arriving every week over the past few months. Reporting live, I'm Morgan Mackay. Steve, Natasha, back to you.
All right, Morgan, thank you.